The last thing that blockchain technology has brought us is three-dimensional data. So many times when people look at data, they're unable to use it because they can't actually understand what's going on. But when we look at blockchain technology, it allows us to analyze data from a three-dimensional point of view. Not only that, but it gives that data to everyone. So everyone from all over the world can access that data, understand it, and interpret it in real time. Those are some of the beauties that we've actually noticed that this blockchain technology has brought us. Now, a lot of people usually ask me, where to from here? Now that we're here and we have a clear understanding of what blockchain technology has brought to us, where to from here? I've always believed that those that prepare for the future are able to take advantage of it, and those that don't lose out. It's so important that every small business, every company understands and begins to take notice of blockchain technology. It's not a mistake that PwC reports that 84% of corporates have already started to be involved within blockchain technology. I painted a picture in the video that I wanted to see. I said, in 10 years' time, my self-driving car will ask your self-driving car on the road to make way for it. And when your self-driving car makes way for it, my self-driving car will overtake because I'm in a hurry, and I'll be able to tip your self-driving car with 10 Rand to say thank you. And this will all happen within a blockchain system. This is the future that we're moving into. A highly digital future where anything will be possible because technology is moving at a very fast rate. 10 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg was told by Hollywood Press that we will never stop printing newspapers and you will never build anything that will be better than the newspaper. Today, the newspapers are begging him to keep them still alive. The most important thing you can do is 1, educate yourself. 2, get involved. 3, understand the systems. In your small business environment, it's so important that you get to educate yourself. I usually do talks to big corporates, but what I've also found over the time is that for small businesses, what I've developed is a course, online course, that teaches you how you can get involved within cryptocurrencies, digital currencies, and understand how to get involved in blockchain technology. Because it's not all the time where small businesses can afford a speaker to actually come out and do something like this. So for small businesses, I specifically developed that specific industry so that you're able to access it. So the details are on here for my website. Recently, a very interesting study was done on what we can't actually do in terms of technology. People thought that technology can only stop at a certain point. I recently spoke at the Namibian Oil and Gas Conference. And where technology is moving into now is even your natural resources, like oil and gas. So believe it or not, technology is moving into each and every industry. And it's so important that Africa, as a continent, that we become ready for this new revolution. I often tell people that the world is changing at a rapid pace and people are educating themselves. But what I find, and what really, really gets to me, is that people who are African are not getting involved or getting engaged. I recently spent some time in New York City working with Google and finding out what's actually coming. Now what Google is doing is they've set up a university and they call it Google Learning, where you can actually go through and learn how to use Google systems and educate yourself on how to become digital for free. So for the rest of the world where these digital companies are operating, they're educating people and they're empowering people with knowledge to use these systems for free. But when we come to Africa, is anybody teaching on how to use these systems? And if we think land and jobs will save us without actually understanding the digital revolution, we might be very mistaken. And that is why I always say, it's not only about coming in, listening, and thinking this is very far-fetched. It's about actually getting involved in your small business and taking advantage, using these tools and making them practical.